Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Two Bar Connection with your host Jesse. And
James, what's happening, everybody?
what is happening indeed? Today we have quite not too many news, but a lot of big news. We just recently had the Game Awards show just came up.
Yep.
It's actually some controversy concerning the how the logistics of it was working out. We
And
also
the
have
disrespect.
more details on the Open Hound Foundation, which has finally donated, which is the Gerard, the Completionist is charity. We also have another report on Bungie morale at an all-time low, as well as the day before that, that big fake game that's supposed to come out like in January. Their studios officially closed, and we also have the untimely but not unexpected passing of E3. But before we
Rip.
get into all that, how have you been?
I've been good, man. I spent all day studying for the CCRN, and I tried to schedule it for tomorrow morning because I had it originally scheduled for the 5th of January, but they're like, no, 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 you got to do it. You got to do it on the 28th. That's the earliest you could do it. And I was like, okay, well, fine, because I just wanted to get it over with. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of studying for this exam, but
Mm.
I think it's for the best. I think I was just being impatient with myself. But yeah, pretty much did that, and then had tacos for dinner, and that was pretty
Ooh.
good.
Oh, that sounds good. It's wait, the
Yeah.
28th of January?
No, of
This
December.
month. This month.
Yes, because
Oh,
I am
okay, so
trying
very
to
soon.
take. Yes, very very soon. I'm trying to take this test before the end of the year. Like that was like originally I had it set for the 5th, but I was like, man, I really should try to take this before the year is over. I don't know. It's like a weird thing that I
Mm-hmm.
want done. But yeah, and this taco place is pretty good. If you ever come back, I'll take you there.
Oh, you have to get to lots of places. We also got to
Yes.
go to Jack in the Box again because we don't have that here, and
Yes.
that place is freaking great. We got to go to
Yes.
Carl's Jr.'s too because the closest one is like in Fort Myers, so far is out of the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, dude. And I gotta take you back to Whataburger.
And then
Cause
of course, no, oh, okay,
no
yeah,
no
yeah, okay.
no. I
It was
found
good.
okay. Dude, it was good. It was good. It's better than Burger King, believe it or not.
Okay, okay. I mean,
It
that doesn't take
reminds me.
much.
It reminds me. The thing is, like the way they make their burgers, it reminds me of Burger King, but
Hmm.
better. And I
Hmm.
think the one we had uh, in Louisiana, dude, it looked run down. It looked like no one managed it, so that's why
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
like
it was kind of a
disappointed.
raggedy ass Whataburger.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was my day, dude. How about you? How did it go for you?
It's been pretty good. I finished Sea of Stars
What?
yesterday. Well, I finished it yesterday. But then I got the true ending today. I did all the requirements for the true ending last night, and then I did the final boss, like the true final boss, today. So now I get to take that one game off my list, and
Damn, dude, that's freaking awesome.
I'm gonna start Spider Man pretty soon. I'm gonna have to bust out the PS5. it's
Oh,
still in
that's
the
right.
box, by the way.
I was gonna say you haven't set that thing up yet.
Nope, I have not.
Oh
No,
Lord.
no, no, no. The thing is, the only thing is, I'm not sure if any of my headsets will be compatible with it because I think Sony's going to be little bitches and they're going to be like, no, you have to get uh, our periphery headset for it to work, and I have
That's
to
so
shell,
lame.
like a fucking $100. I mean, hey, look, they did that shit with the PlayStation, that new PlayStation Portable thing. That's like awful. It's like literally just home streaming,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and like there's no audio into it. You have to buy their proprietary Bluetooth earbuds. Like you can't just use any Bluetooth earbuds you have.
This is this is ridiculous. I'm sure somebody can sell you a cheap like aftermarket third party headset.
Maybe. But then I have to like rush it in because I want to try and get at least two more games in before we do our game of the year show,
Yeah.
which I imagine will be like the first or second week of January. Because
Yeah.
obviously, like unless something absolutely massive happens, um, we're gonna take a break until next year,
Yeah. I agree.
and then that'll be our game of the year show, and then maybe we'll cover whatever news comes out, like whatever like big story, if a big story comes out. But that next episode will most likely just be game of the year, where we talk about all the cool games that we played, whether they came out that year or not. It's just any game that came out that year is the one we'll talk about, just like
Yes.
last year in that we did in
Yeah.
March.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not
We
last year,
didn't.
earlier this year, but we did it in March because that was our first episode.
Yeah, that was our first
Um,
episode. It's like, oh yeah, just do the game of the year 3 months later, and it's like, Shit,
We're
man,
a
it's
quarter
funny
way through
because
the year.
and some good games that already come out like by that March point. Because
Yeah.
for some reason this
RE4.
year, yeah, dude, what?
RE4 came out that month.
Yes, dude, RE4 came out that month. Hi-Fi Rush came out earlier,
Hmm.
and it's fucking dope, man. It's awesome.
So yeah, that's been what I've been up to until since the previous episode. But
Cool.
nothing at work. Work is work, and my day's been good. Oh,
Very
speaking of tacos,
nice.
I did go to have tacos myself yesterday too, at
Oh,
my
where'd
favorite
you
taco
go?
place. My favorite Antojitos.
I think
We,
you
we
have
went
you
there. We went
taken
there with
me.
Rohan one time.
Yes, we did.
He introduced us
Yes.
to it. They have a new location now. So they actually moved up the street. They're in the plaza, just up like 2 blocks down.
Mm. Okay, cool.
So like the same place as the LA Fitness, that big ass plaza,
Oh
way down.
yeah,
Yeah, it has like LA
that
Fitness and
that
then
plaza's
like
huge.
Publix. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, they're there. They got their own spot now because they've been doing great. And I had some great tacos because their tacos are the freaking best. Mainly their burritos. I love their burritos.
I've always been more of a burrito person than I have been a taco person.
Yeah, I like burritos more too. It's
Yeah,
just more filling.
it is more filling. Actually, I don't know if it's the same thing, but is an enchilada considered a burrito?
No,
Kinda.
no. Enchiladas
No.
is its own
Okay.
thing. That's its own thing.
Okay. Well, that's my
That's it.
favorite. That's my favorite Mexican dish: chicken
Oh, you'll
enchilada.
love theirs. I don't remember if you had it, but when you come back, we'll go over there and
Sure
you can have
thing.
it
Yeah.
because they have
Chicken
great
enchilada,
enchiladas.
green sauce, refried beans.
Yeah, I think they have
Oh
that.
fuck yeah, that's my shit
Yeah,
right
yeah. The
there.
refried beans I think are on the side, so you have to put it in yourself. But other than that, yeah, they got you.
It's fine by me. I like
Don't
that.
worry,
I like that
they
stuff.
got you.
Hell yeah,
Any gaming stuff? Or you been too busy with the CCN?
dude. I've been busy with that, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
I
only game I've
imagine.
been playing is Overwatch. And by Overwatch, I mean I play 2 games and then I get pissed and turn it off. So you know, yeah, that's been literally me, and I'm sick of it. So, and I've been seeing people have like the time of their life playing Lethal Company, which we still have to play,
Yes.
but I
Oh my
feel
god,
like we
I
really
really
need
want
to
to play
get like some boys together to really
it. Yeah, we really
make
do.
it. Yeah,
We really, really do. It's only $10. I
yeah,
don't see why
dude.
not.
Yeah, but
Very, very
you
cheap.
know how it is.
Yeah, I know. It's always a pain in the ass.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, fucking Among Us, which was literally cross-platform, even on mobile devices, $5, and that still was a problem. So
It was a miracle we played it those like 2 or 3 times we played it back when
I
it was
believe
still
it
the
was
hot thing.
5. I want to say it
5?
was
Oh
5.
damn, I missed it all then 'cause I only played like once.
Really? No, I think we
I
played
missed
a
all those
couple.
sessions.
I'm pretty sure we played 3 or 5 times, 3 to 5 in that range.
No, well, I was only there once. And I remember there's another time that you guys played. Another 1 or 2 times you guys played, and I couldn't make it for whatever reason. I
Yeah,
don't remember, but must have been busy or something.
yeah.
Well, how about we start to talk about some games, bro?
Absolutely, sir.
Talk about
Please, let's
some
do
game awards. That is so.
game awards. Oh
The
boy.
Game Awards was last Thursday. Yeah,
Baldur's
last
Gate sweep.
Thursday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Baldur's Sweep. We'll call it. That's that's pretty much what it was. Like everyone, there were some surprises. Like there were some people that surprised that Spider-Man didn't win anything. Um, yeah, like some people were like, "Oh man, Spider-Man didn't win anything." Um, let's see. Hold on. What are the? Let's see who the winners were. Because I know Game of the Year was, of course,
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Gate. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah, some people were like, "No, it's gonna be Zelda. It's gonna be Zelda." Like, no, it's gonna be Zelda.
Like, no, I'm sorry, dude. Any other year, yes, but
Yeah, if it was maybe last year, I don't know. Elden Ring was pretty
I'm
hot
telling
shit.
you,
But like, okay, any other year,
yeah.
if it was next year, maybe, probably.
Yeah,
But if it was, but this year, nah, man. I mean, this year was stacked.
dude, this year
Absolutely
is
stacked.
absolutely stacked.
Yeah, so we have Game of the Year went to Baldur's Gate, which honestly I am so glad. Not only because Baldur's Gate is an amazing game and one of the best games I've ever played, but also because of what that game represents.
Means yes,
That you can make a great award-winning game, and you can put so much love and care into it, and treat your community right, and you can do that all without exploiting them with microtransactions and all that stuff. I
Exactly.
mean, not that executives care, because like they're like your FIFAs and Madden are still going to have microtransactions at this point, but I think it is going to inspire those developers and those publishers who aren't assholes to maybe make games more like this.
Yes.
You know,
I
with
couldn't agree more. And I think there are because so many, I'm telling you, so many articles. I mean, we've covered this before. A lot of articles and a lot of tweets were made saying, like, this is an anomaly. We don't usually do this. And everyone was like, why? What do you mean you can't make more of this? This game studio was not as well funded as these other developers, and they still managed to make something like this. Meanwhile, behemoths like Activision and EA have all the money they could possibly want and need to make a game like this for pennies, in relatively speaking, and they
Mhm.
just won't do it. So
Yeah, well,
that
I think the discourse punching bag this year was kind of Starfield, where a lot of people were like comparing Baldur's Gate and like how it not necessarily like how it evolves the RPG genre, because like it doesn't do anything like particularly new the RPG genre, but what it does really, 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 really well
yes,
in a very detailed manner. And then Starfield's like kind of like this, like this half-assed. I don't want to say half-assed because they probably did work a lot on it, but like it's
yeah,
so clear that the direction that the management takes with that game is just holding it back because they're just insisting on having it work on this ancient engine that's been around since freaking Morrowind, and like they put a
yeah,
2 next to Creation Engine 2, which is what the name of the engine is. But like, don't be fooled, bro. That thing is being held together by duct tape and by duct tape
dude.
and glue.
If you've been playing Bethesda games since Fallout 3, then you will see no difference in the way that it plays, the way the inventory management is. Like yeah, it has a fresh coat of paint, but it's still the same shit. And also, not only that, but I mean, we talked about it. Their game design is just outdated, you know. So I think the fact that they just won't evolve or do anything new is what holds it back as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, well, besides that, one surprising one for me was Alan Wake 2. I kind of underestimated that game because like I didn't care too much for the first one, to be honest. So I didn't put too much stock in the second one. And I know the second one like reviewed really, really well, but I had no clue that like this was going to do so well at the awards.
I
It
mean,
won game direction, it won
narrative
narrative,
and
art
art direction.
direction.
Yeah,
Which art direction I thought like Legend of Zelda was going to take it, or Mario. To be
yeah,
honest,
yeah.
I did
Actually, I
not expect
saw.
Alan Wake 2 to take that.
Yeah, I saw Lies of P as one of the nominations, and honestly, I thought that would win because the whole gothic design of the game I thought was
I mean,
pretty.
it's just Bloodborne. That's the thing.
Oh, I guess so.
So
I
like
mean,
it's done really well. It's a little derivative. It's done really well, right? And the robot spin to it is cool and all, but like it's
yeah.
it's Bloodborne. It's pretty much like that
Okay.
gothic, Victorian London
Yeah, yeah,
look to
Gothic
it.
Victorian, which I love that style. But again, since I don't really play much of those games, from an outsider looking in, it looked cool. But I guess since you've played that, you're like, oh, that's just, the same shit as Bloodborne, kind of, sort of. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda. I mean, that new art, that Breath of the Wild art style is great. So, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, absolutely
I don't know
beautiful.
much about Alan Wake 2, but I guess it's a good
Me
game.
neither. Me neither. All I know is it reviewed well. It's fucking weird. It's very creative. It's very clear that they had a very unique vision for it. And
Yeah,
hey, man, I'm glad that a game like that also gets recognized for its with awards. So I
yeah,
think that's great. That's great to me. I mean, I didn't play it. I'll
absolutely.
probably never play it in my life, but I'm glad it. I'm glad it's being recognized. And
Yeah.
then for music, we have Final Fantasy 16 one.
No,
So
that's a no-brainer, honestly. Final Fantasy always has, well, they always have good music. So,
oh yeah, the music department in Square Enix always knocks it out the park.
yeah.
It is the one consistent thing you can rely on Square Enix to do right. Like their music and their graphics, they'll always be top notch with those.
Yeah, of course.
Always, always, always. And then best community support, Baldur's Gate. Um,
Yeah.
best independent game. Now this one I was surprised by because like it was Sea of Stars that won it. So I'm Super glad that that won
Mm,
best independent game. I really thought it was gonna be like Dredge or Cocoon, but the fact Sea of Stars won, I'm glad.
cool.
That
Well,
that, that would have
I
been
also
my vote.
yeah, I knew it would be. I thought honestly, I thought Viewfinder would do it just because of the how creative it was, but I guess the game was too short for some people.
I don't think a lot of people played it. That's the thing, because a lot
Interesting.
of times like they don't play everything because there's so many games, right? You can only play so many different games.
Absolutely.
And I think Viewfinder came out like in August, so like everyone was still probably playing Baldur's Gate at that point. Um, yeah, I'm. That's probably what happens. It's just not a lot of people played it, and even then, like Sea of Stars, like right up, the industry's alley. It's a nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's nostalgia bait JRPG. They love that shit, and honestly, I love that shit too. So I don't mind at all. Um, like I said on the previous episode, it's a great game. Beautiful graphics, great
Mhm.
music. I freaking love the music. Oh my god, the music's great. Um, the combat, a little simplistic, and then I felt like the writing was, even with the endings, I was like, okay, the writing was okay. I like the characters enough, I like the story enough, but definitely like everything else is great. Everything
Cool.
else is great. And then for best debut indie game, we got Cocoon, which I'm surprised because I really thought Pizza Tower, but maybe that was just a hype. That just everyone else was hyping it up.
Look, man, I thought Pizza Tower was fucking phenomenal. Because I'm a huge fan of Wario Land. Is it Wario Land?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Wario Land 4. It was on the
you're
Game Boy
such a huge
Advance.
fan, you forgot the name.
Dude, it's been so long. It's been so long because bro, it's like it was like the fourth iteration of the Wario Land. Like I think it was Wario Land 4. It's the one where he goes into a pyramid and he goes into paintings and he gets a key.
Okay, I haven't played any of them, so honestly, I'll just take your word for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I really don't know shit about
I
them.
played the shit out of that game, bro. It was so much fun. And that Pizza Tower like was essentially that, but on steroids with added movement.
Pizza, lots of pizza.
Oh yeah, I think I told you. Did you say the main character's name?
I feel like you did, but tell me again.
I think it was Pepino Pizza. Pepino.
Pepino pizza.
Pepino Pizza. I
That's
think it was
funny.
Pepino. If I'm mistaken, I apologize, everybody. Please correct me in the comments below and leave a like and subscribe while you're down there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then
Best
we
mobile
have
game. Oh boy.
best mobile game.
Honkai
Uh,
Star Rail.
Honker Star Rail. Yep.
Honker Star Rail. Jesus. And Natasha
That's unsurprising, right?
the
And then
under
best VR game,
oh god.
Resident Evil 8 VR. Gee, I wonder why that one
I
won.
wonder why. Jeez.
And right there, when you go to the website and you see the picture they put, oh yeah, you're reminded why.
Oh my god.
And then for best action game, we had Armored Core 6, which
Good
I'm
job.
glad. I really want to play Hi-Fi Rush still, but I'm glad Armored Core won. I'm glad that FromSoft keeps winning, and they're winning for stuff that's not Souls game. So now people aren't going to pigeonhole them and be like, "Oh, those are the Souls guys, right?" No, they're the Souls and the mech guys.
Fuck yeah.
Then best action adventure, Zelda. Okay, well they were going to give it something, right? It's
Yeah, they're
surprising.
gonna
Like
they
that
had
one, that
to.
one was in the bag.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, listen. For all the bangers that came out this year, that did not take away from Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, they had to give them
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Although, man, so many people talk so much shit about like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's so weird. Like
Wait,
there was
talking
there was like
shit.
there was like this indignation. At least because I was in a watch party. I was watching it for a streamer, bro, and there was so much like indignation against like Legend of Zelda. Like I don't get it. It's like
I
it's
think
still
they
a
were.
good game.
Yeah, I
A lot of
think they
people,
were
were,
just.
a lot of people were like, "Yeah, eat shit, bro. Fuck you, Final Zelda." What? It's a
You
good
know what
game.
it
What are you guys
is? Because I
doing?
think they're. I think they're tired. Because whenever a Mario game comes out or a Zelda game comes out, it's always game of the year, and I guess people were just sick of that. But
I mean,
people
you can still be
forget that.
glad that like
I
your game
know.
won instead of it and not shit on it. Like
Exact. Yeah, yeah.
it's,
But
it's
there's
still a
still
good game.
exactly. It's still a good game. So it's
There's
not like
better games or games that the industry felt was more deserving of the reward.
yeah, dude. And you know what? Be happy. We had one of the best years in gaming to date. So
Yeah, very interesting
stop
year.
bitching.
Very high highs and very low lows.
Yeah, dude. Just
But we like
stop
to
it.
focus on the highs here. So
No, for sure. No, dude, they were so high that they made literal rock stars, and the lows were so low they shut down studios.
yeah,
But
we're gonna talk about the
we'll
lows, by the
talk
way.
about that later. But
Yeah, so best RPG, Baldur's Gate, of course.
no brainer.
Best fighting game, Street Fighter 6, of course.
Yeah.
Then best family game, Mario, and then like all the categories that people don't, care that much. And I know that sounds mean, but like it's the truth. Like there's just some rewards that people just we don't care. Like we don't care.
Oh
that
yeah,
much.
for example,
It's great. I'm glad that you got the reward, but like I don't care. I have no investment into it.
Yeah, like the best sports racing game. Like, dude, everyone's got a very big hate boner for good reason towards sports games like Madden and FIFA and NBA 2K. So that's why no one gives a shit about these games.
Yeah. So that's the winners segment of it. Like I was thinking of like dividing it into like 3 components, right? So you have like the awards, which we just went over right now.
Yeah.
And now let's go over some of the reveals. Did you actually check out what it is that was revealed?
So I saw some like well, I know they revealed did they do Final Fantasy?
I think they showed a Final Fantasy 7 remake. I think they showed Rebirth.
Yeah, Rebirth. Yeah, that's so they showed that. They showed something called Exodus. That I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if they have this in chronological. I'm using an IGN article right now. I don't know. They don't have it in the order they actually revealed it in, but
yeah. They revealed Blade. That one was huge.
Now, yeah, that one was, and that was unexpected. Like,
yes,
no one saw that coming. No one saw that coming. So, for those of you that don't know, there's a new Blade game that just got revealed at the Game Awards, and it's being developed by Arcade Studios, which is the guys who did Dishonored and the Redfall
and the other vampire game.
Right. But this is a vampire game that's not gonna suck, right? No pun intended.
I'm sorry. When I saw, anyway, go. You know what? You finish.
No. I mean that was pretty much it. Like, just it was. It's a cool little reveal. You have Blade like hanging out in a barber shop. And then he hears like some ruckus going on. He's like, "That's cool, man. Don't worry about the haircut. Here, I'll pay for it, and then I'll go, take care of what it is I gotta take care of." And then they're like, "Blade," right? And everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Like,
yeah, dude,
it's Blade. So, interestingly, it's gonna be third person because Arcane is known for being almost pretty much exclusively first person. All their games are in first person. So, let's see how they handle that.
They better bring their A game because. If not, this will be their second vampire game that sucks. So,
yeah. Well, I have faith in this one because, like, they have a property here. They have a vested interest in it being good.
Yes.
And yes, I know Marvel's Avengers, but that's a different story. Okay, that's Square. Right.
Would you say that Square is a bigger studio than Arcane?
Oh, 100%.
And they
1,000%. Hell yeah, yeah.
And they still fucked it up.
Yeah, because they wanted that live service gravy nonsense, and then the game just didn't fit what it is they wanted them to do.
That is also true. So hopefully Arcane can just focus on just making a good Blade game.
Well, they said it's going to be single player, and that's their specialty. So we'll just trust that they'll do a good job. But outside of that, there was some other cool reveals. Like, did you see the one for the game called No Rest for the Wicked?
No, I didn't see that one. Which one's that one?
Oh my god, dude! The art style is freaking insane. It's like a super beautiful Diablo-like ARPG game, but it's being developed by the Ori and the Will of the Wisps developers, the people who make the Ori games, which are absolutely gorgeous games. They're Xbox exclusives though, but you can find them on Steam. And wow, if you look up the trailer, because
wow, yeah, I'm looking at it now. Wow, I like the art style a lot.
It is amazing. I was losing my mind over how freaking good it looked, and then it showed Moon Studios. Like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense.
What kind of you said it was going to be a Diablo-esque, like a top down?
yeah. So it's gonna be like isometric and stuff, and
isometric. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. I'd play this, no problem. Actually, it might be better than Diablo.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Diablo, people have been saying it's been turning around, so I'm waiting for the next expansion because I'm gonna play that way. Just play the expansions. But moving on, so we have Sean Murray, who's a developer for No Man's Sky, which was probably the poster child of like the greatest comeback in gaming history.
Bar none, that literally is the greatest greatest comeback in gaming history.
Yeah, like right up there with Final Fantasy 14 and Cyberpunk, which actually there is something I want to talk about later, but that'll be in our next component where we talk a little bit more about the controversy surrounding the Game Awards. But Sean Murray revealed that they're making a new game called Light No Fire, which is going to be like kind of like No Man's Sky, except it's going to be all on one planet, and it's going to be everyone playing like all at once. So it's going to be like this open world online multiplayer game with like building and like you ride dragons and stuff.
Oh wow!
No one really knows too much about it outside of that, but it looks really cool. And I think now Sean Murray and Hello Games, all the devs there have they've learned their lesson, and they probably learned they've been better developers over the years because they've been updating No Man's Sky for like almost 10 years now at this point.
For free, I'll add.
And all for free, which I don't know how the heck they must like sell like a cajillion copies like to stay afloat. Because I don't know how you sell all that stuff for free.
Honestly, I think
give away all that DLC for free because it must be like the game's just selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, dude. No. Yeah, I think it is. I think they've won back their goodwill and more, which I'm very happy about because I talk about No Man's Sky all the time, and it's great. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, well, in surprising news, man, Skull and Bones got revealed for a date. You remember that game, bro? Skull and Bones, that Ubisoft.
I actually forgot about it until you brought it up.
Yeah, well, it was revealed for February 16th, 2024. So we'll see when that comes out. God only knows how it's going to be. I mean, February's already a pretty stacked month for next year.
I mean, dude, I like the idea of a multiplayer Pirates game, but fuck.
I know, right?
Like the development for this game has been atrocious, and
and they have to release it because they took money from the Singaporean government, so they have to release it. That's why it's been developing hell for so long because they didn't know what to do with it, but they can't cancel it because they took money from the Singaporean government and they'll sue the shit out of them if they don't release it.
Can't they just give the money back or no?
Yeah, in court.
In court. Fair enough.
And I don't think they want to do that. So,
well,
they took out a loan, I think. So,
dude, I mean, fuck, dude. Like, Sea of Thieves, as fun as that game was for a bit, is a pretty low bar as far as MMO pirate game. So, but if they can't even beat Sea of Thieves, then they're in for some problems. And what do you think?
Sea of Thieves has been kind of on the up and up. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I haven't played it in a while, but I haven't heard much about it. So
yeah, I think it's kind of made a bit of a comeback of its own. So I think it's been doing okay so far.
Yeah, I'll have to go back to it, but honestly, like I don't want to play that game without people, you know. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely a game you gotta play with people.
But I'm very surprised about Skull and Bones. Let's see what else did they review? Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna get to last. But yeah, that's.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's fine. Whatever. So that was their final reveal just before the Game of the Year award was revealed. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be another Monster Hunter game, which is very unsurprising because Monster Hunter is like Capcom's golden goose. It's their best-selling property by far.
And they've been asking for a while. I think I forgot the last time I think they revealed the Monster Hunter like anniversary edition or something, and fans were pissed because they thought they were getting another Monster Hunter game.
Because World, which is the well, it wasn't the last one, but it was the one like on like a powerful console.
Yeah,
So now it's back in 2018, and then Rise came out, and Rise is a good game, but it's on the Switch, right? So it's kind of limited
yeah.
on what you can do on the Switch. But this is gonna be like the true next gen Monster Hunter game, and it's gonna come out in 2025, which is really far away. Like a lot of people were expecting that 2024, myself included.
Yeah.
When I saw at the end, it's like, oh, 2025. Like, holy shit, that's a ways away, man.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it might come out in the beginning of 2025.
Yeah, I
So
imagine so.
so we have two games coming out in 2025, GTA 6 and Monster Hunter Wilds
Yeah. Oh
so
my
far.
god.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. But
So
I mean, for you, probably GTA, because I know you didn't really like Monster Hunter that much, but that
I
demo was like too hard because like they didn't give you good equipment and stuff. But like if you play
yeah,
with me, if you play with me and you play online, you can get people to carry you. So
I don't want to be carried. I want to contribute. I don't want to be a scrub. I don't want to be like dead weight.
or you can be carried and then you learn the game and then you come back and you get better at it. Man, it's kind of the same thing with World.
Mhm.
Uh, like once you get like the game's pretty easy up to a certain point, and then you get to like Nergigante, which is like the big boss of the game. Like he beat the shit out of me. I had to go online. Like no, I wanted to solo everything, but that fight was just too hard, so I just went online.
Mm.
But yeah, this new monster looks really cool. It looks like you have a mount, which you did have a mount in Rise, but this one looks like it can fly. Like it's like a lizard bird thing, like a lizard bird dog thing that can
Hmm.
parkour around the environment and fly. And it looks like there's going to be like changing weather effects. I think that might be
Ooh.
their big gimmick, because you see the hunter like running through like a desert area, and then like a sandstorm is following him as he's running through like a herd of monsters,
Yeah.
and then it gets all really stormy. So obviously, weather effects are going to play a big part of this, as well as traversing around.
Yeah.
And I was watching Friends Per Second, the podcast, and Ralph actually noted noted that there's like the hunter is carrying two weapons, which will be huge for the game because usually you can only carry one weapon into a hunt. So being able to carry two and possibly switch between them is gonna definitely open the doors for some interesting builds and compositions.
Nice.
And then we have Hellblade Senua's Saga, which is the sequel to Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, which was a Xbox exclusive.
Yes, and I heard.
during the
I think.
Xbox One.
Yeah, I think Xbox One. I think it was to
Xbox
show.
One, yeah.
I think it was to help showcase the I guess the mocap technology, and also apparently it used sound as a core gameplay mechanic as well. Apparently, it was supposed to make you feel like you were hallucinating or something. I
Yeah,
heard.
because I heard about that.
Yeah, I actually wanted to play it, but there were other games that caught my attention first. So
Yeah.
and
Well,
also
this one's going to come out in 2024. I'm sorry to interrupt. What were you going to say?
Oh no, I was gonna say I think it also showcased the Unreal Engine's mocap technology. I think
Oh
because
yeah, which is insane.
the main actress well I don't know what they used for Unreal for the first one. I know it was Unreal, but for the new one that they're making, I know that the actress for Senua went on stage to show like with a simple camera, not even a like a I think she used an iPhone or something.
Mm.
Just with that camera alone, she was able to get a very detailed scan of her face and a very detailed mocap um, using Unreal Engine, which I thought was really impressive. Because now it's way easier to get scans of people's faces and have really realistic um what's it called voice acting and facial animations.
Yeah, if you look at the trailer, it's insane how real it looks.
I think let me see.
It looks so real.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to
Speak.
come out in 2024 after waiting for a long time, because this game was revealed like in 2019. Like they were showing footage of this in fucking like 2020 or 2019.
Yeah. No, I remember watching some of the trailers for it. Holy shit, that's impressive. Yeah,
Yeah, right?
that's exactly what I was
Super
expecting.
good. It was gorgeous.
Dude, those are gorgeous. And speaking of realistic, I don't know if you saw um another trailer that looks very realistic. It's It's called OD, Overdose.
Oh yes, Kojima's
Yes,
Kojima's game, right? Like, which no one knows what the fuck it is, but he got to talk like 10 minutes straight about it. It's like, oh, I'm making this game with all these famous people, and my homie Jordan Peele's gonna help me make it. It's
yep.
like what? And he's not the only one I'm working on it with. I'm working with a bunch of other people. So I was like, whoa, wait, what? What are you doing over there? Yeah, I mean, you see that trailer? Like, it looks.
I thought it was real people,
Yeah, I know. Me too.
and then I saw the. I think his name. What I don't know what his name is, but I know him from Ace Ventura. The old guy.
Yeah, Hunter Schafer.
Yeah, Hunter Schafer. I saw his face, and I'm like, wait a minute. He's giving me that CGI look about him, and I'm like, holy shit! This is video game models, right?
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, I think they're. I think it's all motion captures. Yeah, they're all models.
Dude,
And
that's fucking incredible.
It's a little unnerving how real you can make it look.
Honestly, dude, it was super unnerving, and some of the facial expressions that they made, especially Sophia's face, like at the end, that scream that she does.
Yeah, Sophia Lillis.
Yeah, Sophia Lillis. I know her from It, and
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure she's done other shit, but
she did.
but,
She was in Dungeons and Dragons. She played the Tiefling girl.
oh my god, dude, I didn't even recognize
Yeah, she
her.
played the Tiefling girl.
You know what's funny? Because I was like, damn, I thought I've seen that actress before, but but yeah, dude, that game looks really weird, and the quality and the facial animations and the character models. Oh my god, I was like, holy shit, holy crap.
Yeah, and then Kojima was up there like, oh, it's gonna be like a next step in entertainment. It's gonna be its own new medium, and Kojima's on his crazy shit, and
Yeah, I'm just
whatever
like
it's gonna be a very distinctly Kojima product.
yes, it's going to be a Kojima game. That much we can guarantee it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking
Absolutely.
through it again, and you can see like every twitch, like every little muscular twitch in her
Yes.
eye, like because that's something that like games don't have. Like they don't have like those little twitches, right?
Yeah.
That your face does that like really helps sell the realism of it.
Exactly. It's like I mean, it's no one's fault, we didn't have the technology of it. Unless you hand animated it, every face had like a flat affect. Like, I mean, perfect example, Mass Effect Andromeda. All the
Oh man,
characters.
I mean that game was just a fucking train wreck. Though.
Yeah, but you know what I mean though. Like it had an automated look about it. Now, and the only way to get like specific details like twitching, you would have to manually animate it. But now the mocap is so good that you don't have to manually do it. You can just have the actor act like they normally would, and the camera will be that good that they can pick up on it. I think it's great. I think it's a good idea. I wonder if they're using Unreal 5, because that looks like an Unreal 5
I don't know.
recording.
I know that he has his own. His studio has their own proprietary engine, so they might be using that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense,
sure,
because they used it for sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like I said, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. Probably the same one that they used for Death Stranding, no?
Yeah.
Except,
advanced.
advanced,
Yeah, exactly.
enhanced.
Enhanced.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that came to my brain.
Okay, and then we also have a new Mana game. It's gonna be called Visions of Mana, which is a long-running RPG series dating all the way back to Super Nintendo that Square makes. So it seems like they're going to be making a new one, and it's going to be in the same vein as the Secrets of Mana remake. It's going to have that same graphical art style.
Mm.
And it looks pretty cool. I love my RPGs, and it looks like at the very least it's going to be a very pretty game. It's going to have looks like it has some flashy attacks. So they're finding some kind of like Kraken thing. So hopefully it'll be really cool. That should be coming out sometime next year. I think it was what it said. Yeah, sometime next year. Then, oh man, this one came as a big surprise. Did you see the Sega?
No,
Sega
what?
reveals?
What did the Sega reveal?
Right. So, I mean, this is gonna be real. This is gonna be a real treat for our for anyone who's listening who's like 30 plus. I'm 30 plus. Oh, I'm not 30 plus. Am
Okay.
I? Yes, I am. I am. Okay, I'm 35 plus. Because if you're around the Dreamcast days and the Saturn days when Sega was like on top of the gaming world, we're gonna be really happy to learn that Sega announced that they're gonna be adding a bunch of new games into some of their old IPs. They showed off a trailer that's like a compilation of like all the old IPs are reviving, including Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Crazy Taxi. And those are just the first
What?
5. They said there's gonna be even more.
Crazy
But
Taxi?
yep, they're
Oh
making a new Crazy
man.
Taxi.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah,
I
they
rem-
showed off a little bit of footage of it. It looks kind of early, so we'll see. All we know is that they're just working on it, but it looks gonna be really cool, right? It's gonna give people who never experienced these games before a chance to experience them now in a more modern way. Uh, Particularly, I'm pretty excited for Shinobi because I remember playing that on the Genesis, and Streets of Rage because I remember playing that Genesis too.
yeah.
And those are 2 really good games. So those look really cool. So Shinobi in particular looks really cool because it has a really great art style. Like it has the same art style as Streets of Rage 4, and I think the same studio is working on it. It has like a really cool like hand animated look to it.
Let me see. Because I don't think I've heard of Shinobi. Oh yeah, I have seen this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean you probably have seen it because like it's old school. It's an old school gaming treasure.
yeah.
Like if you know gaming, like you should know that because it was like one of the best Genesis games, and there were several of them. There's some on the Genesis, and then they released one on the PS2, which is really good. I remember playing that not last year, but the year before last year. Really good game.
hmm
And well, speaking of pretty art styles, for the next game here that I want to talk about is, do you remember Ikumi Nakamura?
No. What is that?
Oh, okay, she's a woman. She was the lead developer for Ghostwire Tokyo. She actually showed up on stage for some Bethesda showcase, and like everyone loved her because like she was super adorable. Like she didn't speak much English, but like she tried her best to like introduce the game. And
Oh.
everyone was like, "Oh man, she's adorable. We must protect her at all costs."
That's cute.
And then she revealed that she was working on Ghostwire Tokyo, but then in the middle of development she left due to creative differences, and she went to go start her own studio. And it seems that she's working on a new game, and this new game is called Kumuri, which looks like Ghostwire Tokyo, but very very pretty. Like if you see this trailer, it looks absolutely beautiful. And strangely enough, it doesn't have a publisher yet. Like Geoff was just like, "Oh yeah, so you guys remember Ikumi Nakamura? Yeah, well her new game is going to be revealed here, and she doesn't have a publisher yet. So hey, if anyone's shopping around for a new game, hit her up." It was kind of weird. Like, oh, what's this? Is this like a homie helping another homie out, or what? Like, did she pay for this? I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Wait, what's it called again?
Kumuri,
Kimuri.
Kemuri,
Kemuri. There we go.
yeah, Kumuri. So this is kind of going for that Ghostwire Tokyo thing, where it's like you're in a city and like you're fighting like spirits and creatures from Japanese mythology. But this time
Cool.
around, it's like really colorful and pretty, and the trailer is great.
It looks phenomenal, actually.
Yeah, I know, right? Looks really really good. And then another game was Black Myth Wukong. So that monkey game, the one that
Yeah, the one that
is being
the
developed.
Souls like.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a Souls like, but it's inspired by the Chinese novel Journey to the West, which is a story about Super Wukong, the Monkey King,
The Monkey King. Yeah.
who would eventually ascend to godhood. Are Well, they're making a new Souls like on it, and this is a game that's been widely advertised for years. Like I remember in I think like 2020 or 2021, like they showed the first proof of concept trailer,
Mhm.
and people's jaws were on the floor over that game.
Yes.
And they were like, "Holy shit, this looks amazing!" And they were like, "Yeah, it's a cool game we're developing, and hey, we're hiring. So if you want to come help us make it,
I think
come by.
I think we talked about it in a recent episode a while back.
Yeah, I feel like we have because they've been showing it. They show it periodically. They always show something like once or twice a year.
Yeah.
But it's going to be officially out as of August 20th, 2024. So little ways away. I'm always a little wary when they announce the exact date so far in advance. It makes me think that it's going to get delayed. But hopefully it doesn't, and hopefully it's really good because it looks super cool. It looks really, really cool. Then
yeah,
speaking of games that are also a ways away, Space Marines 2. Yeah, so the sequel to Warhammer Space Marine, which is a third-person shooter from the 360 days, where you play as an Ultramarine, which are like the super Space Marine soldiers from the Warhammer 40k universe.
Yeah.
Well, this is a sequel, and it's going to come out in September 9th, 2024. So again, ways away. So we don't know for sure if it's going to get delayed or not, but it was supposedly supposed to come out this year, but they had like one showcase for it, and then they went kind of dark. And it's a very lengthy, surprising delay because like they showed quite a bit of stuff. I think like last month, and they even had people preview it. Like I remember Skill had a preview video on it, but even he said like, yeah, there's a lot of performance issues with this, so he wasn't really surprised himself that it got delayed. But man, 9 months.
Yeah, it's quite a chunk of time.
Yeah, quite a chunk of time away. But hey, you know, time flies, and so maybe time will fly with this one. It's got 3-player co-op too.
Really?
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be a game you and I gonna play.
Maybe we can get Manny on it too if he's not on that war crack.
Oh, yeah, he's on that. He's on that shit.
He's on that shit. Well, we can't talk though.
Yeah, we got our own shit. Another Blizzard game that we're and then another interesting game we have here is that they revealed was the First Ascendant, which is, I'm not really sure what it is, but it's a Korean-made game that's in like some sci-fi universe, and like you're flying around. It seems like you play like some girl, and like you fly around like on a jetpack or something. Like you're fighting like these giant aliens, like huge, like Shadow of the Colossus style. These huge, like stories tall aliens that you fight, and really cool, flashy trailer. A lot of booty shots. I think people noticed that like when they first showed it because there was another trailer for it a while back. It's like, wow, there's a lot of booty shots in this. They got this girl in an ass-hugging jumpsuit, like all out. So
they gotta protect it.
Hey, I'm all for it. Yep. Booty and giant aliens. It's
Booty.
two great things to have in a game. Never gonna complain about that. And well, I mean, personally, out of all the reveals, those are pretty much the ones I really cared about. I don't know if there's any you particularly care about. They showed a lot.
Well, I mean, Honkai Star Rail got a new I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Speaking of booty, but no, honestly, no. I think that I mean, they reveal the trailer for Stormgate, which is like a StarCraft, a StarCraft type of game. Apparently, a lot of people have been ranting and raving about it, that it's supposed to be like the game that's going to bring back RTSs. It's going to come into early access summer 2024, and I like RTS games. I like playing the Dawn of War games with you. So and I'm a huge fan of Age of Empires. I think Age of Empires 4 is what I played. And that was
it's
fun.
actually being developed by former StarCraft devs.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, because you know for a fact Activision wants to do a fucking thing with
absolutely
StarCraft
not.
Yeah. Maybe now under Microsoft they'll do it. There's a good chance.
We'll see.
There might be a StarCraft 3.
We'll see, dude.
But like as long as Bobby was there, that shit wasn't happening.
Dude, you know damn well that kind of rot runs deep. It's gonna take them a long time to even cleanse themselves, if you know what I mean. But it's okay. I saw. I think I mentioned it earlier, like a few minutes ago. Exodus, which is
Oh,
a
right, you
yes,
did.
yeah. Which I did not know that apparently it's being made by a bunch of ex BioWare devs, and
Yes,
it's
yes,
supposed to
yes.
be a sci-fi RPG, and I was like, oh shit. Like I looked at it and I was like, oh, this actually looks pretty cool. And then they're like, oh, ex BioWare devs. I'm like, oh shit. I like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It has Matthew McConaughey in it
no way.
because that's what he was up for. Yeah, that's what he was on the stage presenting. He was like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna be in a cool game.
Oh,
All
I
right."
see. I didn't catch. How could I miss that? Fuck.
Check out my new game. All right, all
Check out my
right.
new game. All right, all right, all right. It'd be a lot cooler if you played it.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. I can't believe I looked over this. Yeah, 'cause it looks really cool. Like the alien designs in particular
Yes.
are super cool. Like the way they animate and move around, they have like this like uh like creepy robotic but like insect like movement to them.
Yeah.
But they look really cool. And well, I mean we'll see how it goes. Um I used to be, a Bioware fan. Can't say that anymore, at least about modern Bioware. Maybe these are the good Bioware devs that left.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case. And I hope this is a good game.
Yeah. And
'Cause
then
I want to root for people who work for Bioware because
hell yeah,
Bioware
dude.
was at one point in time
Dude,
one of
they've
the best
made
studios
such
working.
good shit. But yeah. But I guess the last thing we can touch on is God of War Ragnarok is getting free DLC.
Yeah, I mean
And
I haven't
it
played the game yet, but they're doing a roguelike DLC that they announced. It's going to be called Valhalla.
yeah, which is pretty dope.
So if you have God of War Ragnarok and you want more God of War Ragnarok, check it out. I think it's already out actually.
Yeah. Actually, I think it came out today. As of this recording, the 12th. So
Yeah, as of this recording 12th, you can go check it out right now. I'll eventually play the game, but I don't know if I'll do a roguelike.
and so
But
will I when it comes to PC.
when it comes to PC, it's okay, bro. Just when it come out last year, it's like you got 4 more years to go.
It'll come out. Sony has been a lot more expedient, I would say, in their
Okay,
release.
okay, 3 years then. You're getting 1 year sooner.
It's fine by me. Shit.
Oh, actually, there was one other one that's it's not my type of game, but I'm kind of glad it exists. Looks kind of cute. It's called Harmonium the Musical.
Harmonium?
Yeah, it seems to be like about this deaf girl who's like learning about the wonders of music, and she kind of like has like these goes like into like another world. It seems like she does like music videos and stuff. It seems like interactive like music videos. It has like it has really like unique charm to it. It has like kind of like a Pixar look to it, and it
Yeah.
looks really well animated and has really nice presentation. So probably a game I would never play, but I'm glad it exists because it looks like it's a really creative game. It looks like something that people passionate about music
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
about reaching out to people with disabilities are
Yeah.
really into. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people forget that, one of the greatest musicians or composers to ever live was deaf. So, yeah. So you should definitely give this one. I think, you know what? I think I might give this one a look. It looks fun. And
yeah,
I
I don't
like that.
know. I don't know when it's coming out or how the gameplay actually is, but I just kind of want to just raise awareness on this because it does look like a nice game. Again, I don't know if I would ever play it, but
Yeah. I mean, I would give it a shot, Honestly, if it's in the vein of Hi-Fi Rush, where the sound, the music is
the girl
directly
just busts out a guitar.
no, not a guitar, but you know what I mean, man. But like the gameplay is linked to the audio and to the music, like that'd be freaking awesome. If they did something like that, that would make a lot of sense. Oh, by the way, Hi-Fi Rush won Best Audio Design.
Yes, actually, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, but that was a gimme, man.
Yeah, but
The whole point of the game was the audio design.
just put some respect. That's all I'm saying. Put some respect.
Yeah, I'm glad it won that award because if not, I would have been like, "What the fuck?" Like that's when I would have been like, "Okay, what the fuck, guys?"
Yeah, rigged as fuck. Jeff, fix your shitty award show.
Jeff, the Dorito Pope.
Yeah, Dorito Pope.
That's what people call them.
Yeah, bro. But
Well, that covers the reveal segment.
yeah,
Uh,
and now
Anything
the
else? Any more reveals?
not that I'm aware of. If there is something that we did miss, guys, please leave it in the comments below, and we can uh we'll cover
Well,
it.
there's a lot we missed. I pretty much just spoke about the ones I cared about the most.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, if you want, if there was one that you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments below. Don't be shy.
Yeah, a lot of cool reveals. Okay, so let's move on to some controversies, man.
Of course, because you cannot have a game award show without a little bit of controversy.
Yeah, I mean, well, the biggest one I think is a lot of people are very upset with how they kind of handled the awards themselves, and how a lot of the devs were kind of just corralled in and then shoot away, like they were
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
releases
yeah.
so they can make space for more advertisements and trailers and stuff. Which I think some people did an analysis of it, and it was like 30 minutes out of like the 3 hour show was like 30 minutes of like awards and like acceptance speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have any thoughts on this? Did you watch the whole ceremony?
Well, I heard about what happened, and then I saw what happened to the Baldur's Gate dev. That apparently he was making a very heartfelt um tribute because I forgot who it was. There was someone that was working on the game that passed while in development, and he was
Yeah,
trying to give him a shout out. The director, I forgot his name. He wears the arm. He wears the body armor.
Sven. I forgot
Sven,
his
yes, Sven
fucking European
something.
ass name.
European ass name.
Sven something, but
But
yeah,
but yeah, but he
Sir
was
Sven. That's what I'm gonna
but
call
he
him
was
because he
trying
was.
to yeah, but he was like trying to was pay a tribute to like a developer that died. I forgot who it was, but apparently it was a big deal.
Yeah,
And yeah, they like shoot him out. They the award show, they play that music. Chappelle show, they say, "Yo, wrap it up."
there you go. Yeah, Jim Southworth. There we go. That's what I thought it was. I wanted to be
Yes,
sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was a lead cinematic artist. I think I read that correctly. Was that his
Mhm.
position? Which, by the way, if that's the truth, if that's what
Cinematic animation lead. So he was in charge of all the animations for the cinematics.
and that intro cinematic, which fucking slaps, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
oof, God,
super
so
cool.
good. But anyway, yeah, dude, like I saw that and I was like, yo, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? And then I saw that they were actually had teleprompters that said, please wrap it up. And I was like, that's really fucking disrespectful to these devs, especially since this award show is about them, you know?
Yeah,
Um
supposedly it's supposed to be about that.
well, yeah, 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 yes, yeah, exactly. Supposedly, but no, it is like this is for them. This is not about ads. It's not about star power. Like I don't. I mean, I like Timothy Chalamet. I like Dune, but fuck off. This is about Sven. This is about Baldur's Gate. Damn it.
Yeah, well, it's about all of them because like I think all these the devs have had a rough year, man. We've had it good, but devs have had a very rough year. So
No, no, yeah.
to not give them their little like at least 2 minutes, like to just talk about what it is they need to talk about, thank who they need to thank. It's just 2 minutes of respect is all we ask for them, and they're not. All these people were just kind of shoved away and waved off. And meanwhile, you have like celebrities like Anthony Mackie and Suma Lee, like just having all the fucking time in the world to make weird jokes. And I don't know what the hell goes on with Anthony Mackie. I think apparently there's some heckling going on. That's what I heard. But he was just being weird. He was all like, shut up, quiet down, shut up, shut up. And he was like acting like kind of like whimsical about it. So I'm like, is this guy coked up or something? I don't understand. Apparently, according to Alana Pierce, who was a former IGN journalist.
Yes,
I don't know if you know her.
yeah, I know her. She has her own YouTube channel now. Like she's independent now. So
Yeah, she's a writer now for Santa Monica. She helped write the God of War.
oh shit. Oh
Yeah,
damn. I did not know that. That's pretty dope.
yeah. She helped write the second game, so he was on the writing team for that. So she does that, and she also does YouTubing, and then she also does like she does her own award ceremony too. She has like her own little independent one that she runs as well. So she's a
Wow,
busybody.
that's pretty cool. I like her a lot. I didn't know that she had done that much ever since she left IGN.
Yeah, she's really cool. But yeah, so according to her, like there was actually a lot of heckling. So she said like, yeah, I understand why. It was so weird though.
Honestly,
I don't understand what the hell Anthony Mackie was doing. It was just weird.
dude, I mean, unless the celebrities are gamers, like, why are you there? You know, like this is not your lane. Like I
I mean,
said,
I don't doubt their gaming credibility, but I just don't think this is the place for them because these are movie stars, right? These are movie and TV stars, and you know the devs are supposed to be like the real stars, like Timothy Chalamet. Like, why is Timothy Chalamet presenting the Game of the Year award?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess because Dune is apparently a nerd movie and nerds are gamers. You know,
I don't know. It was random, or maybe because he
that's
looks like the
that's
Pinocchio Liza
profiling.
P. So they're like, hey, like everyone's made that joke already. All right, they probably thought like, oh, it's Pinocchio. We'll get Pinocchio in here.
Whatever. Anyway,
Yeah,
but
it should have been like the last year's winner. I mean, the last year's winner was Hayao Miyazaki and FromSoft. So I don't know. You get some people from Japan.
well, he also had the guy that talked about the rabbi, Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah, you get him. There you go.
Yeah, get him. Yeah, bro. At least he's a fucking, he's a staple. He's a staple of the Game
Yeah.
Awards.
Yeah, there
At
you
least he
go.
would make sense. But I don't know, man. I guess they wanted more celebrities. They wanted more ad dollars. But dude, it came at a cost. Like the whole point of the show was supposed to be about the devs, and they didn't get talked about or honored. Even in the audience, there were some people that couldn't even see like some of the game reveals because the fucking cameraman was standing right in front of them. So
Oh, I didn't know
yes, dude,
that.
I forgot. Wait, I think it was in the article that you sent me.
Really? Oh man, I
Yeah,
gotta
hang on,
see
let
what
me
he
see.
said.
Yeah. It's like a third of the way down. The tweet from Jesse Earl. He
Uh huh.
referenced a tweet by Blessing Adeoye Jr. Sorry if I mispronounced that, by the way, sir.
Let me see. 2/3 way down.
Yeah, two the way down. Jesse Earl is the tweet, and she's referencing Blessing Adeoye Jr. So imagine.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of angry tweets. Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
you see
Oh
it.
my god, what the fuck?
They say the best seats in the house. Camera Jib blocked every trailer.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, dude. So it was a mess. So it did not take into consideration the developers of games that have, like you said, they worked really hard. As we all know, survey says being a game dev sucks. So they need, this was their night to be like, hey, listen, you guys did excellent and thank you. You've made amazing games. And we want to acknowledge your hard work, but instead we got Timothy Chalamet and Anthony Mackie and ads.
And ads, lots of
And
ads,
lots of ads.
ads and reveals. And hey, man, the reveals are cool, and I kind of get that. Job's kind of in a tough position when it comes to this because running these shows is very expensive, right? Like he needs these sponsors, and a lot of times these sponsors like won't do shit unless you get like celebrities, or you can guarantee like a certain number of eyeballs are gonna be on it. And for a fact, like if it was just rewards, like no one would watch the show.
Yeah.
Like year in and year out, the Game Awards has only grown, while other award ceremonies and shows like the Oscars and the Grammys have only gone down in viewership.
Yes.
Because but I mean, I'd say the difference between like the Grammys and the Oscars and the Game Awards is the Grammys and the Oscars is a bunch of rich people kiss each other's asses, right?
Yes, bro.
And they do great work, right? And I'm not saying their work doesn't deserve to be recognized.
But it's never.
But us, like average Joe, we can only care so much.
No, dude. And
devote 3 hours of our lives to watching rich people kiss each other's asses.
yes, bro. And honestly, if they made those award shows about the work that they do, it'd be easier to watch. But it's not. It really is not. Like they literally talk about everything but the work, whether it be music or movies. At least with whatever. I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, the Game Awards has grown because they actually gave a shit. But if they got to be careful because shit like this is how you go the way of Oscars and Grammys.
Yeah, well, I mean, people have been saying like this year in particular felt increasingly corporate. I mean, I was again, I was doing the watch party, and I already felt something was off when Neil Newbon went on to accept his award, which, by the way, is the first award they awarded
Yes,
out.
he won. Yes, another award that we forgot to mention because he did good work. We have to give him a shout out, Neil Newbon.
Yeah, and like he was giving like this really heartfelt thank you, and he was giving this speech about how like a lot of people were messaging him and Larian about how Baldur's Gate really meant the world to a lot of people. A lot of people felt like they were represented in the game, particularly marginalized people
Yeah,
or minorities felt like they were represented in the game, like they were seen. And he was like on the verge of tears, and then he just looks up and he's like, "Oh, apparently have to wrap it up." We're like, "Oh no, okay."
that
It's been like
another.
barely 30 seconds, and like they're already rushing his ass up.
Well, I think that's how much time they were given. Like they were told ahead of time, you only have 30 seconds to make your like statement or whatever.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And the fact that they have the audacity to put on a big ass teleprompter, please wrap it up. That's disrespectful as hell.
Yeah, you got people there like pouring their heart and souls out, talking about how much the games mean to them. Like you said, like Sven and Larian were trying to, you know, talk about how and pay tribute to their cinematic animated lead, Jim Southworth, and then they just got shooed off like almost immediately. Which, when you consider that the Game Award, Game of the Year award, is the last one, like you think they would give him some extra time.
Yes.
Like this should be your moment to shine.
Yeah.
Like this, I mean, I understand. Like last year, Chris Judge did that 8-minute speech.
Oh, that's something else
That
we gotta
was
talk about.
yeah, and this year he was presenting a performance of the year, and then with like 30 seconds already, they already started playing the music as a joke, and he's like, "You motherfuckers!" And then he went, "Hey, but you know what? Fun fact: my speech last year was longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign." Well, the man didn't lie.
No.
And that bridge was officially burned.
Who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
apparently he pissed off a ton of Call of Duty devs.
Oh my, whatever. But if
I'm sure a lot of suits in charge of Call of Duty probably will never give holler at him for a job.
yeah, I think he'll be better off. But we'll get to that story when we get to it.
I mean, we can just talk about it now. I mean, it's just something I put the stories together because that's like a topical thing.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Story for this one. It's just
okay,
topical.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chris Judge, made a dig at Call of Duty. I thought it was funny. Call of Duty devs were like, yeah, it was funny, but the metrics actually say that Call of Duty destroys God of War and all of them combined, and that's also equally laughable. And I'm like, you fuck, go kick rocks, bro. Yes, you sold a lot of money. You made a lot of money, but your games,
yeah, that guy. Oh,
yeah, but guess what? COD still sucks dick. You can make $1 bajillion. The game still sucks.
What a tool, bro.
Dude,
but yeah, the metrics that COD absolutely destroys all the God of War. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
it's really telling when like your barometer for quality is engagement metrics.
Exactly.
Which is pretty much just how addicted can we get these people to giving us money.
Yeah, it's literally the freemium gaming episode of South Park.
We just need to make it barely fun.
You just make it barely fun to get people to play, and it's so stupid, man. It's dumb. Imagine having
very dumb.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and Call of Duty developers, the way they also there was someone else that said something. I can't remember who it was, but they said here it is. Darcy Sandhall, he's from Sledgehammer Games. He said, honestly, as Call of Duty developers, we've heard way worse, but we just don't expect it to hear from a peer. It's like, oh, so when us plebes talk shit about your game, it's all a part of the process. But when someone else that's supposed to be on your level says your game sucks, oh my god, pearl clutching at the finest. Man, eat shit. Chris Judge is he's real. He said your game sucks, and you're offended because he's a part of the industry, apparently.
And much of the industry would probably agree because Call of Duty was the lowest reviewed Call of Duty ever. Yeah. And even people who like gave it like 7 and 8, like just out of obligation are just like, yeah, this game sucks. Like we can't defend it at all.
Yeah, dude.
It's not a complete game. It's a glorified DLC they're charging $70 for plus microtransactions.
Yeah, bro. And as you said in the last episode, which by the way, I agree, it's probably the last fuck you from Bobby on his way out.
Oh, it absolutely was. It absolutely was. He wants to make that payout as fat as possible, and he knew that that had to be his last fuck you.
Yes, dude. So it's so bad. It's so stupid that they got on his case for that shit. And for something that was just like it was an innocent joke, like it was honestly it was.
Yeah, it's just a ribbing, bro.
Yeah, it's a ribbing, topical humor, like. And dude,
I mean, the game does suck, but
no, I know I know the game does suck, but the fact that it's like the whole thing with Bethesda and denying that their game sucks by responding directly to Steam reviews and shit. It's like you just look bad with your behavior, like just take the joke on the chin and move on. Don't be like, oh my god, I would never expect to hear this from a peer, or actually the metrics dictate that COD beats God of War. Fuck, dude, I wish we had the emoji with the nerd glasses.
Actually, that'd be great.
Fucking clowns, all of them. But hey, it's okay. Because Chris Judge is dope as fuck.
Yeah, Kratos, if he ain't killing gods, he's killing publishers.
Call of Duty developers.
God, he went from the God killer to the COD killer.
Oh man.
But going back to the awards.
Yes.
There was another thing I wanted to mention that I really did not like how they kind of just handed off some awards, like off screen, pretty much. Like that thing where Joff like goes through a couple of nominations and he's like, oh, like best, I don't know, Snuffleupagus, whatever, A, B, C, D, right? And then he goes, oh, the winner is B, right? Congratulations. And I get that, some, like I said earlier, like some categories people just don't care about. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I think even like a racing dev would be like, yeah, we're kind of niche. People don't really care about it too much outside of racers.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. Please don't. Forza guys, please don't get pissed at me. I am ignorant to admit, but it's seemingly that some genres and some awards are just less prestigious than others, and therefore, like, it's going to warrant, for the sake of time, warrant them just reading it off. But best RPG, like, why is best RPG like not given its moment?
Yeah.
Why is best independent game not given its moment? Like the independent gaming market has grown exponentially, and the quality of independent games has also grown. Like many indie games are better than like the average AAA game.
Absolutely, yes.
And like this could be like their big moment to to really shine, like really put themselves in the spotlight, because like indie devs work their asses off just for like a shred of recognition, and to deny them that moment of showing their faces and being like, hey, we're really grateful for this award, we worked really hard on this, like it sucks. It really sucks. And I have heard that like sometimes they do it because like there's no one to accept the reward, but like do a video call or something, or play a video. Like they do that for other awards ceremonies. They'll do they'll play like a pre-rendered, or I'm sorry, pre-rendered, like a pre-recorded video of them accepting, or they'll do like a video call or something.
Yeah.
Just do something for them so that people can see the faces behind these games that we all love.
Yeah, man.
I didn't like that.
No, honestly, yeah, no.
Especially for indie, like that's the one that really upset me.
Yeah, no, I know how you love your indie games, and like you said, this was your big year. Actually, a lot of the game. How many games out of your list would you say are indie games?
I think most of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit.
To be honest, I think most of them.
Yeah, because
these AAA games are so fucking long. I need to play indie games, like shorter indie games.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you right now. I actually have the list. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, no, only 3. Never mind. I'm sorry. I overestimated. Yeah, the rest are pretty much AAA games. Yeah, but 3. But still, that's still not a significant amount.
Yeah, yeah. Well, still, every time I hear you talk about a game that you play, it's always like an indie game, like like Lunacid and now Sea of Stars. And actually, you wouldn't consider Octopath.
No,
Okay, okay,
no, that's Square.
okay.
They got Square money behind that.
Then never mind. Then forget I
No,
said
no, no,
anything.
no. No.
I had to ask, but yeah, man. So honestly, this whole ceremony was well, it was like you said, it was corporate, and people smelled it immediately, and they did not like it. Honestly, I don't know if it was a smell because it was kind of on the nose how corporate it was.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, Joff, takes this criticism and makes at least some adjustments next year.
He better,
Maybe,
because
maybe give people 2 minutes instead of 30 seconds. I don't think that would
well,
would hurt too much.
What's the
Maybe do like one last musical performance to save some time. Maybe don't have Kojima stand there and talk for 10 fucking minutes about nothing because he didn't show us shit. And he showed us, oh, I have really great facial capture animation, and I have a bunch of Hollywood friends. Okay, great, but like, I don't know.
Where's your game?
Where's your game? Exactly. Why do you talk for 10 minutes? I know you and Keith Joff are homies, but come on.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say.
No,
at this point.
I've
said what I have to say.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So, Joff, fix your shit because, yeah, all the money you got from all these advertisers, they will not be there if no one watches your shit next year. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you ready to talk about
the Lowe's
charities?
Oh yes, let's talk about some charities. Show it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, babe.
So it seems the Gerard the Completionist Open Hand Foundation saga continues.
It is not over.
So we have an article here from. I'm sorry, not an article, but a video, right? So recently, Some Ordinary Gamer, the YouTuber Mudahar, who has been doing an investigation into the Open Hand Foundation, a charity started by Gerard the Completionist, found that Gerard actually donated the $600,000, and he. Let me see, I forgot what the. Oh, right. Yeah. So as of November, I believe November 29th, the Open Hand Foundation donated $600,000 towards AFTD, the Association for Frontal Temporal Degeneration, so that it can go towards research on dementia. Now, for a quick recap for people who haven't really been caught up to this point, Gerard has been taking money from people for over 10 years through his events, the Indie Land streaming event. And apparently that money that was originally supposed to go towards Alzheimer's research has been sitting in a chair in the charity's bank account for a little over 10 years, or about 10 years at this point. Even though he has been making statements that it has been going to charities, which it has not.
Yeah.
So apparently, like I said, as of November 29th, he recently donated all $600,000 within it. And of that $600,000, you have $200,000 going towards general research, $100,000 going towards drug discovery, and $250,000 going towards grants that are given to families who are taking care of family members who are under the effects of FTD or frontal temporal degeneration. And then $50,000 goes towards staff management. So the interesting thing is, shortly after donating all that money, Gerard actually responded to the allegations himself.
Yes, he did.
Did you watch? You watched it, right?
I watched some of it. I watched the part where he said he donated the money, and then I saw the part where he got upset toward the end of the video.
Yeah, he seemed really mad towards the end.
Yeah, did he threaten to sue the people that were making these allegations?
It seemed like it.
Yeah,
he didn't really say that directly, but it really seemed.
Yeah, but he gave the impression, it had very strong Tom Cruise "I will sue you" vibes. So sorry, but yeah, but then Mudahar did a response to the response and said that there's still there's still questions that are not answered.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's I'll give a little breakdown
yeah,
of what Gerard said. A lot of it is just reiterating information that we already knew, based on Mudahar and Carl Jobst's videos
yeah,
before it. So for the golf tournament that's also involved, that's run by his father and also donates money to the golf to the Open Hand Foundation. Gerard says that he's not part of any of that stuff, and that's all on his father's end. So he mostly speaks about Indieland, and so he kind of just reiterates a lot of the information that we already knew. Like he talks like he breaks down all the money for it. Um, However, there are some interesting things here. So one of the things that he really made a point of is to show that the difference between a private foundation and a public charity, and essentially, um, pretty much like the way like private foundations aren't tax exempt, but public charities are tax exempt, and private foundations are a bit more restricted on how they can send their money, while public charities is a little more open ended of what you can do. And apparently, Gerard really insisted on giving a restricted donation, which means you stipulate like what money goes to what cause and how it's spent, as opposed to an unrestricted donation where you just give it to them and the charity does whatever the hell they want with it. Kind of like like most people do, like you and I, like we give like $10 to the Red Cross, right? They just do whatever the heck they want with the money. But
yeah,
in this case, he really wants to do a restricted donation where he would dictate like where the money goes and how it's spent.
yes,
Um, However, it's kind of in contradiction to the initial investigation videos where Gerard himself admitted that he didn't know about the money until 2022. Like he didn't know that it was not being donated. He thought he didn't know it was just sitting in the account. But then in the response video, like he makes it seem like it was always his plan to
make a donation to a certain
to make a yeah
to an organization that was worthy enough. Yeah, I guess.
So the organization wasn't worthy enough, and that he was going to send a restricted donation to it. But like again, it doesn't take 10 years to do that, and his justification is that well, it requires a lot of money, which is true. A lot of these charities do ask for as far as restricted donations go, they ask for a specific amount before it goes through.
Yes.
But I highly doubt it's like 600,000 is the minimum. And again, it doesn't take 10 years to vet, charities for it. But like this entire time, like Gerard is name dropping these charities that he's working with. He's saying like, oh yeah, we're going to give money to this place, we're going to this place, we're partners with these people, right? Just name dropping charities all the time. And he name drops them in the Friends Per Second podcast,
in streams,
every time in Indieland. But like he has no receipts of these exchanges.
Yes.
And he insists that he was talking to these people during his response, but there's no like emails or letters that are being written. Because if you look at like Mudahar's video, like he like shows you the letters that he sends to the Open Hand Foundation, and he shows the recordings of the conversations he has with Gerard.
Yeah.
But Gerard doesn't give any of these receipts. Like we don't. So it kind of begs the question like okay, what do you have to hide? Because like it still seems like you're hiding something.
No, of course.
I mean, because the whole time he was like, yeah, we're gonna give money. All this money goes towards charity. We don't touch it at all. But then in his response, he said he admits that they use at least some of the money to offset the production costs for Indieland because it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
Well, I mean, the situation is still fucked. I mean, I don't know what else. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, there's still stuff that he wants to claim innocence, but like you said, there are no receipts. Mudahar has shown the receipts, and what he needs to do is he needs to show it. I remember there was a part in the video that that tax letter that I wrote about the 60-month period, referring to the Open Hand Foundation, and
so
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
No, I was just saying Mudahar made an excellent point of like, why do you not have shit like this posted on your Open Hand website? And he even showed an example, which was the golf website, which which is his father's and stuff, has all this all their tax information front and center in its own dedicated tab on their homepage. So the fact that they couldn't do that for the Open Hand Foundation also kind of speaks volumes, you know? Because when you're dealing with a lot of money that's supposed to be for charity, um, shit like this can happen, which is why you want to be as transparent as possible. And that's really the big problem that Gerard has been facing. He has not been transparent at all. He's just been, like you said, he's just been saying things and claiming things without any physical proof. And you can do that for whatever you want, but when it, like, I think I don't know if I said it last episode, but numbers, you can't fudge numbers. You can't claim shit with numbers, and that's what he's getting.
Well,
into
I mean,
trouble
he gives a bunch of numbers like towards the end of Gerard's response. Like he gives like a bunch of numbers, like he does like the math, but like he doesn't show you the paperwork for it.
Yeah,
even though he's getting very exact numbers. So like, why can't you show us? Why can't you show us what the accounting looks like? You clearly did the books, like you clearly
Yeah, exactly.
Your accountants and you guys clearly did the finances.
Yeah,
I mean, you seem to that you're pretty confidently stating these numbers, these exact numbers that you're giving us. And it's actually a good thing that you brought up the paperwork, because another interesting detail is, so in 2016, Gerard and the Open Hand Foundation decided to transition from a private foundation to a public charity.
Mm-hmm.
And well, actually, they decided to do it earlier, but they got the confirmation for it in 2016.
Yeah.
However, the IRS informed them that, okay, you are a public charity, but we still need you to file as a private foundation for the next 5 years, because that's just standard procedure.
Yeah.
So that way they can,
keep track,
fully prove that, like, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. However, in the tax returns for
the Open Hand
2021 and 2022, yeah, right, which is after it ends, after the period ends, they're still filing this as a 990 PF, which means private foundation, even though the term ended in 2020.
Yeah, in December 31st. Yeah.
So, like, at that point, they're already supposed to be, check marking. I mean, they're supposed to be using a 990 EZ or a 990, which is pretty much just your tax return for charities.
Yes.
And then during that 5-year period, they were not checking off that they were in that termination period, is what they call it.
Yes.
So, and Gerard's like, no, it's clerical errors. It's clerical errors, right? But like,
how many clerical errors?
You still need to be audited at that point.
Yeah. Exactly. It's
and it's possible they could pass the audit. In fact, Mudahar himself admits, like, yeah, they'll probably pass the audit. Like the numbers, at least according to what Gerard says, the numbers seem okay, even though Gerard should not be trusted because he's been deceptive up to this point.
That's exactly.
Even then, you have still been making statements up until this point, making people think that all the money they're giving to Indieland is going to go straight to charity. But like, it hasn't. It's been sitting in an account for years at this point.
Yeah, a whole decade.
Or rotting away, like, through to inflation, like that. The purchase power of that 600,000 goes down every year.
Yeah, actually, I saw a comment that someone did the math on the inflation. Apparently, they lost $100,000 to inflation. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's a lot of fucking. I mean, I don't know if that's real. That's a random comment on YouTube, but that's still Jesus.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could just like, that's probably should be too hard. You just see the adjustment year in, year out, and then you multiply the difference with like whatever. I mean, whatever. I'm not good at math.
Yeah,
but the point still stands. Like, it's gonna depreciate with inflation.
Yeah.
Right. The purchase power of that money that can be used towards good is it's diminishing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that continues to develop, if at all. Gerard has said that that'll be his last response.
He'll sue anyone though. He'll sue him.
At this point, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be some development sometime in the future. This actually developed way quicker than I thought it would. I thought it'd be next year until we get this stuff. But Yeah, it's still fishy all around.
No, it is still fishy, which is why we need an audit. It's like, yeah, sure, like you said, Gerard did the numbers, but as you said, there's no proof of where those numbers came from. So as far as I'm concerned, your math is what's it called, invalid to me, because you have not been truthful, you have not been clear until now. Then sorry, but you no longer get the benefit of the doubt. So get audited. The IRS will sort you out. They will decide your innocence.
Yeah, very sad all around because Gerard always seemed like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you wanna talk some more sad news?
Sure. Let's talk some sad news. Well, I mean sad, but
Yeah.
kind of. Well, it depends. What's the next one? I was gonna say.
Bungie.
Well, then, yeah, I was gonna say sad but funny. I was like, are we gonna talk about Bungie? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Bungie.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny but kind of sad.
Yeah.
But so for our next story, we have reports from IGN discussing how Bungie's, the developers of Destiny, seem to be going through a very, very rough period right now. We kind of, it was a last episode or the episode before where we talked about how Bungie was hit with a massive round of layoffs. And it seems now that that morale in Bungie is at an all-time low. Like Bungie employees are not having a good time.
Yep.
They are really not having a good time, and they are very scared of a Sony takeover at this point. So, to give some context, when Sony purchased Bungie, according to the article, they are able to form a board with Bungie members and Sony members who each had an equal say in how things. Well, not an equal say. I'm sorry. It was a board consisting of like some Sony reps and Bungie, but Bungie was still largely allowed to operate independently under the stipulation that Bungie makes money.
Right? Yes.
But as we know from reports, Destiny hasn't been doing too hot due to corporate incompetence and low player retention. That it seems like, Sony might be running out of patience and they may fully absorb Bungie into themselves. So we have, stories about how, the executives have cut like all sorts of benefits down, like health benefits, studio bonuses. Yeah, I really should have highlighted these. Something called a pentathlon. I don't know what that is.
What?
Pentathlon. Apparently it's an annual event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was with a looming threat that Bungie leadership, not Sony, according to Parsons, made the choice to lay off 100 employees last month. But the cost cutting at Bungie isn't limited to just personnel. Multiple current employees confirmed to IGN the company has implemented numerous option cuts, studio-wide hiring freeze, reduced travel budgets, eliminations of holiday bonuses, delaying Pentathlon to next December, and reducing the number of morale events such as cooking and knitting classes from monthly to quarterly. Bungie is also pausing or fully ending benefits like annual employee compensation adjustments to meet market rates, its new hire lunch program, employee donation. So yeah, a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of shit. Oh my God.
That's a lot of stuff, right? They're all doing this as cost-cutting measures. So that way they don't have to suffer through a Sony takeover. But you ask yourself, but surely the executives are gonna take a pay cut, right?
Of course
right?
not.
Those guys that make 7-digit salaries, surely they'll take a pay cut, take a hit for the team, right?
No way.
Not according to one person. So apparently they had a meeting where one of the employees asked, are the executives going to take a pay cut? And reportedly, one of the executives told, yeah, we're not that kind of company. So, oh my God. It would be so funny if it wasn't so fucking infuriating.
Yeah. dude.
Yeah, so Bungie is getting
No,
fucked.
it doesn't look good, dude. No, they're getting beyond fucked, and the executives are once again accelerating the process. They're literally going to cut down. They're going to literally lay off the whole studio until it's just them left, and then when Sony comes in to take over, they're going to get that parachute to leave, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's the really angering part because there seems to be like some Schadenfreude surrounding this, especially among Destiny players who are like just tired of Bungie shit.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, get fucked, Bungie, get taken over by Sony, but you know the people who are responsible for the situation never face the consequences of this.
Yes.
It's always going to be you, me, and worst of all, the devs.
Yes.
And we've already seen, you know, the fruitions of that, right? You know,
Yeah.
100 people got laid off. Like every benefit under the sun
Got cut.
got cut. They got fucked out of pensions.
Which is beyond fucked, by the way, because that's money promised to you. And ugh. Yeah, I think
Very angering all around.
no, it's super angering, and honestly, bro, the best thing for every developer to do is to either quit or go to work and collect your paycheck, and just go home until it closes. Because this, we've seen it before. It's not sustainable. Executives will cut all of their workforce just to meet the bottom line without shedding 1 cent off of their own paycheck, and then at the end of the day, they will just leave the way of Bobby Kotick, get paid, and then go chill for the rest
Or
of
they're
it.
going to job somewhere else and still get paid like God knows how much.
I don't.
Way too much money for how stupid they are.
I really hope that's not the case. I hope more people wise up and fire people like the dude that did the. Oh my god, I forgot his name. The dude from Unity, the one that tried that whole subscription based
John Riccitello.
Yeah, John Riccitello. Yeah, bro. Yeah, just fucking let his ass go, and let people like the CEO.
Well, I mean, John Riccitello was like kind of the fall guy. Like,
also,
I mean, he deserves it. But
yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't his.
So
you're saying he wasn't?
He is a fall guy.
So it wasn't his idea for that whole Unity thing.
Well, he has a board to answer to, and as we reported last time, like the board consists of absolute assholes. It was like, you know, the guy who was like homies with Elon Musk and like committed fucking corporate espionage for him pretty much, and pushed Twitter to sell to him.
Damn, dude, that's some fucked.
A couple of other people I can't remember. I just remember they're all assholes. They're all your typical greedy corporate assholes.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking lame.
And it seems like, you know, Bungie suits are no different.
Yeah, but honestly, I hope they fail just so that it can end, because these poor devs need to get a new job and go somewhere and be happy. And it'd be great if these execs can pay for their sins, but we know that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, we know that's not going to happen.
That's definitely not going to happen.
Yeah, it is sad, but you know, it is like you said, I can't pronounce it. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
That's how I say it.
Yeah,
I think it's Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. I'll take your word for it. That sounds good. It rolls off the tongue easy. Schadenfreude.
It could be Schadenfreude, Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude.
Tomato.
The Fupenfaten.
Tomato.
But we'll see. But yeah, it's not looking too hot. So. I mean, unless that Destiny DLC does really well next year, but
yeah, that has to slap,
dude.
That's a ride or die moment.
That is a ride or die moment. So we'll see.
If that doesn't do well, ooh.
No, dude. Sony's already there.
Papa Sony gonna come in.
Papa Sony's already waiting at the fucking gallows with the freaking
kick that door down.
Yeah. Oh God.
And then they've already been cutting on their live service, like initiative, apparently. So,
well, yeah,
I've been hearing about that for a while. That they're like, yeah, maybe this live service stuff is so good.
Maybe this idea really does suck ass. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll see, indeed.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, Bungie's not having a good time, but you know who's having an even worse time?
I don't know, man. Tell me who's having a worse time than Bungie.
Yeah, well, Sony, Bungie can say, "Hey, we know we're having a shit time, but we're still open." But the same can't be said for Fantastic or the developers the day before, aka the biggest freaking gaming fraud scam of 2023. Like,
The biggest gaming fraud since Star Citizen.
oh my god, bro! Like, this game really came in for the fucking buzzer beater, man. You want to talk about some lows? We had Gollum.
Oh God, yes, bro.
Then like, surely this is the worst game of the year. It can't get any worse than this. And King Kong went, "Yo, hold my beer."
Yes, bro.
And then The Walking Dead came, "Yo, hold my zombie."
Hold my zombie, dude. And
And now we have The Day Before. Not one, not two, not three, but four freaking. Oh, sorry, whoops, shit.
well,
But four massive stinkers of not only worst games of the year, but possibly some of the worst games of all time. But you know what? Those first three games I listed, at least you got what you bought, right? It was shit,
it was
but you got what you bought. The same can't be said for The Day Before. So for some context here, The Day Before was a highly anticipated survival MMO being developed by the studio Fantastic, who did some smaller games before that. And apparently it was advertised and shown gameplay of it for like a better part of around 5 years at this point. And at one point was actually one of the most wishlisted games on Steam.
Yes.
So clearly, Fantastic had something going on here. But as it turns out, the game is not what it was sold to be.
No, in fact, I think it has entered Steam's top 10 worst reviewed games of all time, and player count dropped 90% in 4 days.
Yeah, right. Because the game's a scam. I mean, surprise, surprise. Because there was a lot of red flags surrounding this game, especially this year. Like they just mysteriously decided to delay it in January. Like the game was supposed to come out, I think, in January.
Yes.
Oh my god,
No.
the game came out in January.
Pre-alpha gameplay.
And they were like, "Oh, that's being generous right there." We gotta talk about the glitches, by the way. Some of the glitches are fucking hilarious. So this game was supposed to come out this January, and then like at the last minute was delayed to November. A whole 11 months from a last minute delay. So that's red flag number 1, right? And then they say, "Oh no, yeah, we're delaying because we're having copyright issues. So yeah, we have to delay it there." Which, what the fuck? Like 11 months to solve a copyright issue? Okay,
Yeah.
That sounds weird. And then they say, "Oh no, actually, we planned on delaying this before the copyright issues came up." What? So that's fact number 2.
Nothing.
We pre-planned our 11-month delay. And then leading up to the release, there's no gameplay reveals. Everyone's getting pissed because no one knows what's happening.
Yep.
And then finally show some gameplay, and everyone's like,
"What?
What the fuck is this? Like, why is the world so barren?
What?
There's like nothing going on here. The animations suck. There's like no audio.
No, it looked fake.
Practically.
It looked fake.
It looked absolutely fake." And then leave it to Reddit, man. Reddit, the freaking detective Reddit was on the case, man. They were like, "Yo, these assets look a little familiar." And so they found that there was actually many assets ripped straight from the Unreal, I think the Unreal Engine asset store, and they were kind of just
Plastering
shuffled
them.
around, right? And people were like, "Yeah, well, what the fuck is this?" And then, well, we have the game we have now in here in December.
Congratulations, everybody.
And it seems like Fantastic reaped what they sowed, because they are now officially closed. And as of right now, The Day Before actually cannot be purchased anymore.
Yes, it's been
And they're
delisted.
giving out full refunds,
Indeed.
which is freaking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, this is going to be the worst game of the year. If there was a Razzies like a video game equivalent of the Razzies, this would win.
There's some famous YouTuber or some Twitch streamer should just make like a completely 100% for fun like Razzies for gamings, just to shit on these bad games.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that sounds like fun to me.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would do that.
So yeah, rest in peace, Fantastic. I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't contact. Don't look for their CEO because he just
Vanish.
went on a social media blackout. He deleted his Twitter and muted his LinkedIn.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, don't go looking for him. He's going to be off the grid for a little while.
Totally normal. Totally normal behavior for someone that totally did not commit scam or fraud.
Yeah, I really want to know what happened to this game, dude.
I'm sure we will find a video of someone that did a deep dive, and we will know, but we will just not know
maybe.
today.
I don't know. It's a Russian-made game, so who knows?
Maybe who's
going to do the investigating?
Maybe it was the war.
Maybe there's a Russian Jason Schreier out there we don't know about, and he'll do a full-blown case, and then hopefully someone will translate it for us, and then we can know the full story. But my God, man.
Yeah, bro. Beyond fucked.
It's amazing. Freaking buzzer beater for shittiest game of the game. I would like to say, sure, this can't get any worse, but we've said that 3 times.
Yeah,
already.
dude. Come on, man. Like every time we're like, oh yeah, there's not much stories, and then we're like, what the fuck is this? And then the day we record, oh hey, they released the GTA's trailer early. I'm like, oh. Damn it. Jesus Christ.
Guess we'll talk about this.
I guess we'll talk about this too. I mean, fuck. But yeah. But, anyway. So it seems like just to continue the trend of shit dying, do you want to take us to the next story?
Yeah, man. So Fantastic isn't the only studio that's dead. We have here the unsurprising demise of E3. So earlier today, which speaking of last minute news, I should really open up my links before. Oh wait, I have it here. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. The CEO, I believe, of the ESA just recently announced that E3 is officially dead. And in a statement on Twitter, no, I will not call it X, said, after more than 2 decades of hosting an event that has served as a central showcase for the US and the global video game industry, the Entertainment Software Association has decided to bring E3 to a close. We know the entire industry, players and creators alike, have a lot of passion for E3. We share the passion. We know it's difficult to say goodbye to such a beloved event, but it's the right thing to do given the new opportunities our industry has to reach fans and partners. So yeah, wow, the end of an era, bro.
Yeah, bro. Dude, that used to be like the thing we look forward to, man. And
it was video game Christmas.
It was video game Christmas, and it always fell on my birthday, because it was always like the first week of June.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually my thing that I've always wanted to go to as a kid. I was like, oh man, like when I grow up, I want to go to E3. That'd be so awesome.
I know, right? I always want to go to E3. But
alas.
Unfortunately, it died a very, very slow death.
Yes.
Because, I mean, it all started with Nintendo, really.
Yes, bro.
The second Nintendo pulled out, it was the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Right? Then Sony pulled out. Then EA pulled out, and then really what it can be boiled down to is all these studios just found out, hey, we don't have to spend all this money to go to this expensive ass
showcase
convention center.
Yeah.
We can just do our own shit.
Yeah,
online
for free, and then collect ad dollars. So
yeah, for way cheaper.
Yeah, dude,
for way cheaper. And then on top of all that, you have Geoff with the Summer Games Fest.
Yep.
Coming in, pretty much taking the spot of E3 at this point, because that's what it is. It's the new E3. That's going to be what our new E3 is. And then, of course, you can't discount the effect of the pandemic, which really
that was.
fucked.
I think that's what really killed them the most. I think that's what. Yeah.
I think it accelerated it.
Yes. Oh,
I think
I think that's
it
the better
accelerated
word.
it.
It accelerated their demise.
Yeah, because they were dying already. Like people, they were pulling out. A lot of people were. A lot of publishers were pulling out.
Yeah.
So yeah, very sad. And another thing why it's also sad is because like this is also kind of a chance for smaller developers to, like show off their stuff like in person. Like for the people in person, they could check out you know smaller games that are there.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen anymore because well, it's gone. So they're going to have to rely on Games Fest and Gamescom too,
Yeah.
because Gamescom is in August.
Mm-hmm.
So not too far off. But
Yeah, not too far off.
yeah. So rest in peace, E3.
It's been great. You were
Yeah,
literally.
it's been a real one.
It's honestly, yeah, literally a part of my childhood. So it is bitter, but
Very bitter. Well, that's pretty much all we have today.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
You want to sign us off?
Yes, sirree. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate you guys listening in on us. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment below for any news stories that you want us to cover in the future, or maybe there's something that we missed in our stories today that you wanted us to cover. And yeah, thank you very much.
All right. So once again, thank you for listening. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Peace.
Bye, everybody.